Hey guys, Marissa at KitchenTableStamper.com. Did you see the cute little box we made on Facebook Live today? Alright, I'm gonna shoot a quick little video. We'll run through this adorable little box. It is the perfect size for one little Hershey Nugget. Alright, so the first thing I want to show you is that I took some gingham. This is from the 6x6 Brights Designer Series paper. Or, in the case of our Calypso Coral one, the 6x6 Subtles Designer Series paper. I cut strips that were 1x3 and I wrapped them around my nugget using a dry adhesive. Alright, so this is a Hershey nugget and that's unwrapped, just for reference. So let me show you this. I grabbed my fast fuse. I think you can use your snail for this also. And I like to just run a strip down and then a strip across the end. And then I center the wrapper on my nugget so I got equal silver showing on both sides. I bring around to the back, the side without the little T of adhesive, and then the side with the T adhesive seals it. So there's our little wrapped nugget. The other thing I've done ahead of time was I punched a few of these little blooms. This is from the new Pleased as Punch Designer Series paper. So Stampin' Up! Has got this great Pleased as Punch Designer Series paper while supplies last. The Pleased as Punch Designer Series paper matches or coordinates with the new small blooms punch. So if you love this small bloom punch, you can get this one for free with a $100 purchase during celebration. We're going to do a little bit more punching. We're going to use this second pattern, this tulip pattern, lines up with Timeless Tulip bundle. What is it? The Tulip Builder punch. The back is this gorgeous two-tone green stripe, diagonal stripe paper. We're going to cut a leaf here. Now what I like to do usually is punch out all the tulips that I'm going to need and then use the leaf punch to punch out from the scraps. That way you get the most bang for your buck. Alright, we've got our little punched shapes. We've got our nuggets all wrapped. Now let's work on our box. Got a piece of soft seafoam Designer Series paper here. And the soft seafoam Designer Series paper measures 4 by 4.5. And we're gonna score this guy up. All right, let's get our Simply Score tool and put our paper in on the 4.5 inch side. We're gonna score here at 1/2, 1 inch, 1 3/4, 2 3/4, 3.5, and 4. And you're gonna rotate 1/4 turn. And then you're going to score at 1/2, 1 1/4, 2 3/4, and 3.5. Now don't worry, you never have to scribble down the measurements while you watch. There will be a printable project sheet on the blog. If you're watching on YouTube, you can link to the blog post in the description below the video. If you're watching the embedded video on the blog, you can just click the link right below the video and it'll give you a printable project sheet. Now we're going to cut the corners out of our box first. So there's 4 little rectangles in each corner. And you're going to remove those first. Before you even do any of your burnishing, just clear out some of the excess. And when I'm cutting these, I'm cutting the score line clear off. Going straight. And there's your box. That's step 1. Now we're going to get our bone folder and burnish. Okay, when you've worked all of your score lines, we're going to do a little bit more trimming. So now, got these wide tabs up. You'll see that there's a little rectangle in each corner here. One little rectangle here, 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 and here. Let's cut those out. I found that if I just cut out each piece 4 times, once in each corner, I found that it's the easiest way to keep track of what actually needs to be cut out and removed, and then where to cut our tabs. So we've got 3 and then 4. Now when you print the project sheet, you'll have the measurements and where to score. But in that project sheet, you'll also see a photograph of the template. So it'll help you to have a visual of where you're supposed to be cutting. So now let's bring our wide tabs up again, and we're going to cut out the little score lines here and make the side tabs for our box. So again, 4 times in each corner. You're gonna go along the narrow tab here to the intersecting score line, make a little dart and cut out the bulk. That's a little wobbly. There we go. And then again, just the narrow tab to the intersecting score line and cut out the bulk. There is your little box. Cute, right? Let's round the corners. I'm gonna do the wide tabs. I'm gonna round all of the 4 corners. I like the little finish that gives the box. You can use a corner rounder or you can use a decorative corner. You can just leave it square if you like. It's your choice. I like the finish that the corner rounder brings to that little tab. And there's our 4 corners. Now let's get some adhesive here. I'm gonna use tear and tape. I'm gonna go to the outside of the box and let's put our adhesive, and let's remove the adhesive backing. Now the best way to remove that adhesive backing is to use your take your pick tool. Save your nails. Paper dries them out so bad anyways. Use your take your pick tool. Now let's build our box. All right, so fold in, make your corners nice and square, fold in your adhesive, and there's your little box. Look at, how cute is that? Little tabs fold in, and then the top comes together. Make a little box. Isn't that great? All right, let's drop a little nugget in there. You can do your wrapper the same color as your flower if you like, or you can mix and match, your choice. I got my candy in there. Now the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my little 1/8 inch hole punch, and I'm going to punch 2 little holes in this tab. Now if you want to, you can glue your box closed here, and that's one less thing that you have to hold on to. It would be glued closed, and it'll help you if you've got any dexterity issues. I like to leave this one unglued. I can hold on to it just fine and get those holes in there, and then the little box is reclosable. Take the little nugget out, tie the bow again, and it's resealable, but it's your choice. All right, now we need a tag. See that little for you tag? Let's work on that. I'm gonna grab my Big Shot, and then I've got a scrap of Whisper white cardstock and this itty bitty little smallest label from the Stitched Nested Labels dies. Let's crank this guy through. Is that the cutest little thing you ever saw or what? All right, now I want to make it a tag, so I'm going to use my 1/8 inch circle punch again. Look at that, it's like a little jewelry tag now. Isn't that perfect? I'm going to use basic gray Stampin' Pad, and I've got a little for you greeting. Little bitty dude will fit right in that tag. This little for you greeting is from Itty Bitty Greetings. It's a 32 piece clear mount rubber stamp set from Stampin' Up. Awesome greetings. Lots of mix and match little ones that you can add on to labels and tags and such. All right, let's bring our box back in here and our little sample so you can see what we're doing. We're gonna close our box with Whisper White polka dot tool. And I like to go from front to back. You can use your little take your pick tool here to just get it started. It's thin enough, there's not a lot of bulk. Take about 5 to 6 inches from front to back, and then go from back to front through the other hole. Now you're going to tie this first and then cut it away from the spool so that it's about equal. So I just bring this down. Now normally, if you know me, you know that I don't cut away from the spool until I'm done, and that really saves a lot of ribbon over the long run. But we want to take this little end that we just cut away from the spool and thread the tag on. So once in a while, my rule of tying off of the spool to save ribbon doesn't apply. All right, so we got our little tag on the ribbon, and we're gonna tie a bow, and at this point I'll just lift up over the top, fingertip to fingertip, and pull gently. You don't want to lock this one down until you've got it the size and shape that you want, because the little flocked polka dots on the ribbon, once you lock them in, they're kind of like speed bumps, and they don't want to slide back through that knot. So get it the size you want it, then pull and lock it in, and then you can trim. Now, we still did a pretty good job. Look, just a little bit from both ends to make a nice clean edge. Not bad. Comes with practice. I've made a few. All right, let's get this little guy decorated. Now our little leaf punch, we want to get rid of all of the excess stem. There's just not enough room for it on this little box. Add some glue to the stem, very base of the leaves, not too much. And when you glue the leaves to the box, make sure that that bottom leaf is above the bottom edge of the box. All right. Then we're going to take a little Calypso coral flower this time. Got a Stampin' Pierce mat here, and take your pick tool. We're going to just press using the putty end of the take your pick tool on the flower, give it some shape. Multi-purpose liquid glue, lots of it, right in the end there. Glue it over the stems. I like to use the little take your pick tool with the cap on to just burnish down that glue. All right, last step, let's make it pretty. I've got some jewels, basic pearls. Let's grab one of those. Add a little luster to the center. And there it is, you did it. There's your little Nugget treat box, featuring the small bloom punch. Okay, we've got questions about celebration and how to get the small bloom punch for free. If there's anything I can do to help you stay crafty, if you've got questions about this little box, email Marisa at kitchentablestamper.com, and to shop Stampin' Up 24/7, buzz over to marisaalvarez.stampinup.net. Thanks for watching.